There's a certain kind of man that 99% of women simply can't resist. And no, it's not the rich guy, not the rebel, and definitely not the overly nice one. If you're thinking of clicking away, don't. Stick around until the end of this video, and you'll uncover a truth about attraction, one that even most women aren't fully aware of themselves. Let's get right into it now. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to share isn't found in dating books. It's not being said on popular podcasts, and it's definitely not what your buddies are telling you. But the men who do understand this one fundamental truth, they're the ones women secretly fantasize about when nobody's watching. Most of you'll probably bounce in the next 10 seconds. But for those who stay, you're about to hear what the majority of men never figure out by themselves. And if you're hungry for more, the type of insight I can't drop in public, I've opened up a members-only room. It's raw, it's unfiltered. That's where the real game begins. Links in the description. Let's start. Sign 1. The man who doesn't flinch. The one who doesn't seek her validation. Let me be clear, it's not the nice guy. It's not the one with money. It's the guy who doesn't flinch. Let me explain. There's a particular type of man who gives off a strong, grounded energy, not because he's arrogant, but because he truly doesn't need approval. And women pick up on that instinctively. Picture this. She's talking to a guy who's not adjusting his tone to please her, not laughing too hard at her jokes, not texting her all day like a needy puppy. Instead, she meets you, the man who listens without performing, the one who can disagree without folding just to avoid tension. That's when something short-circuits in her mind. Why? Because women are wired to respect men who navigate life like they don't need permission to exist. The guy who can say, "This isn't for me," and walk away even if she's beautiful, brilliant, and charming. That man becomes unforgettable. Here's a real story. One of my clients, Mike, regular dude, software engineer, told me about this stunning woman he met at a tech mixer. Every guy was orbiting her. She walks up to him, and he yawns. Not rudely, just casually. He was tired. That was it. She was hooked for months. That's the energy of a man who doesn't flinch. You're not panicking when she goes silent. You're not fazed when she cancels. You're not pleading for her attention. And, ironically, that's exactly what captures hers. Because women don't chase the ones who chase them. They obsess over the ones they can't figure out. Sign 2, the mirror. He reflects, he doesn't perform. You ever meet someone who really sees you? Not in a creepy way, but in a way that makes you feel unjudged, fully seen. That's the second type of man women gravitate toward. The guy who mirrors her reality, not the one performing in his own. Most men, they're auditioning. They talk about their job, their car, their six-pack, all trying to earn approval for a part she never asked them to play. But the mirror, he listens. He's present. When she talks about her ambitions, he doesn't try to compete. When she shares her wounds, he doesn't try to fix her. He reflects, and that's rare. It's disarming, because women live in a world where they're constantly being sold to by brands, by men, by media. When she meets someone who's not selling, it feels like oxygen. Example, she says, "I've been working 14-hour days, chasing a promotion." The performer says, "Oh yeah, I run a business, 16-hour days, no breaks." He's trying to win. The mirror says, "That sounds exhausting, ... Do you feel like it's worth it?" Boom. That's not just a question, it's intimacy. You've now touched a deeper part of her. This doesn't mean you agree with everything. It means you respond rather than react. You reflect because you're not competing for space. And when she feels safe around you, everything shifts. She texts you first. She rereads your messages. She starts decoding your presence. Now you're the mystery. You're not a man, you're an experience. Sign 3, the storm beneath his calm. He's still but not soft, this one. It's quietly dangerous in the best way. He's not loud. He doesn't show off. But when he walks in, women notice. They don't know why. They just feel it. Because this man carries tension. Not anxiety, but control. Stillness with a storm. Underneath, it's in his steady eye contact. It's in how he It's in how he lets her feel, without trying to rescue her from her emotions. He may speak 5 words, but every one of them lands. And whether he is a barista or a C, it doesn't matter. Women respond to his center. He's grounded, solid, unshakable. She pokes, she teases, she pushes, but he doesn't flinch. It's not arrogance, it's certainty. Like Marcus Aurelius said, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. That's exactly what she senses. He's done the inner work. He's self-contained. And when she steps into his world, it's like entering silence that makes her heart beat louder. Her mind races. Her curiosity spikes. She keeps coming back, not because she understands him, but because she doesn't. Sign 4, the man who knows when to walk away. There's a haunting kind of power in the man who's not afraid to leave, not ghosting, not flaking, not playing hard to get. I'm talking about the guy who calmly stands up and walks away when something's off. No drama, no explanations. You've seen this man maybe in a film, maybe in real life. She tries to provoke him, stir up emotion. He smiles, stands up, and exits. That moment burns into her memory. Not because he was rude, but because he didn't need her validation. He's rare. Ask most women. They'll tell you they've never met a man like that. But when they do, they never forget him. See, most guys explain themselves. They chase. Even when she's clearly not matching the energy. But this guy, he knows peace is too expensive to give up for attention. He doesn't fight for a place that doesn't value him. Robert Greene said it best. The ability to walk away without looking back is a power few possess and everyone respects. So how do you become that man? One word: detachment. You've got to love yourself enough to never be someone's placeholder. And once a woman realizes you'll walk away without a word, she stops testing. She starts chasing. One guy told me his story. He was dating a girl who kept texting other guys as friends. Instead of arguing, he said, "You're free to do what you want, but I'm not the guy who waits around while someone decides if I'm worth it." She laughed, said he was overreacting. He smiled, deleted her number, went silent. 2 weeks later, she's in his DMs, saying she messed up, but he'd already moved on. That's how you leave an impact, not with games, but with standards.